Hello? Is it working? Are we live? I think we are. Let me just tweet out the stream and we will get things going. Live now. Nice. Right. Oh, I also have music today as well. Let me sort that out real quick. There we go. How's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. And stuff and things. Yeah, we're totally live. Nice. So hang on. It's far too loud in my headphones. I hope you guys are all well and stuff and things. We're doing something a little bit different today. There was a whole load of new information surrounding Jurassic World Evolution number 2 come out yesterday, mainly because of this Andrew Rayner guy who is from Game Informer, right? So he actually posted out an article that came out, and it's got a massive info dump, right? There's tons in here, and I wanted to break it down and talk about it last night, but I couldn't, and then obviously I was working. It's just one of those things. So we're going to talk about it here live, because I thought it'd be kind of fun to sit down and just talk about absolutely everything that has come out, because there's a lot. And yeah, just kind of, you know, backwards and forth with you guys, just to see, you know, what you guys' opinions are of everything. And yeah, man, yeah. Let me know if the audio's good. Is the music good? Do I need to turn it up, turn it down, anything like that? And we are good to go. In fact, let me just rewatch the stream back on my phone. Yeah, that seems fine. Hello, everyone. Mackenzie, David, rather. National, RJ, Dino Dale. How's it going, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're going to start off with the stuff that he posted on Twitter, and then we'll get into the actual article that he released or wrote, right? Obviously, all credit to Andrew here and Game Informer. Massive info dump for the game, and I'm excited. So first off, we've got this GIF, right? It's the first GIF that kind of shows us inside the aviary, right? And dude, it just looks super cool how we've got like all of this like foliage and, you know, lakes and stuff. So I'm gonna get onto this a bit later on, but it seems like you can customize inside the aviaries as well as the actual aviaries themselves, which is super cool. And it also looks like these flying dinosaurs, they have separate flying patterns, so they're not following each other anymore. And dude, it's super hype. I'm really happy with the way that this looks. I know it's only a GIF, but I'm happy. Okay. So he also, before his article came out, right, he actually spent some time answering some questions from people, right? So we're just gonna read through a couple of these because I read through them last night and it just made me super excited, right? So, is there a source that raptors hunt in packs now? I asked the director of the game during their last live stream, and he said it had been being looked into, not that it was finished, right? And Andrew replies, I talked to the director today. They also come out of the hatchery together. I saw 3 dinosaurs come out of the hatchery together. Super cool looking, dude. Dude, that sounds super cool. Like just having like a pack of like 4 raptors or 3 raptors just all run out of the hatchery at the same time. Because the hatching in Evolution 1, right? I don't know about you guys, but the hatching in Evolution 1 always felt a bit clunky. And in my opinion, this is a good change. I like this. Abdul, how's it going, man? Really want to see the new animations for the Rex. I know. Does he go on anything else? No, he doesn't say anything else. But this sounds super cool. I'm really down with the fact that they're coming out of the hatchery together. But yeah, do raptors fight large carnivores? Yes, they do. Nice. Love to see a T-Rex fight against a pack of raptors, or a pack of raptors fight a T-Rex, I guess. We'll get onto this a bit more later on because the article actually breaks down a whole load of stuff, including how the game is going to deal with large carnivores and smaller carnivores fighting each other, right? So he's not sure whether there's going to be skins like the 93 style T-Rex or 2001 male Velociraptor, anything like that. So he's actually done on this one. So let's just go back here. Come on, computer, load it. You know you want to. So first footage of a Margosaurus. I'm really happy with the way it looks. I mean, I've never seen this dinosaur before myself. Oh, view and fence also confirmed, by the way, and a new type of fence also confirmed in this GIF here. It looks like this is a higher fence, right? Than just a standard cable fence. I'm liking it. But yeah, the Amargasaurus looks pretty decent. I'm pretty happy. Any guesses on when this will be able to pre-order, and also will there be deluxe edition? We'll get onto the deluxe edition a bit later, because there's actually a hint in his article. I don't think. Oh, he did comment on some stuff. Yeah, there's actually some stuff about the deluxe edition and all of that stuff. Don't know when it's going to be able to pre-order though. I imagine. I don't know. It depends when the game's coming out, of course. Any species from the previous game getting cut. Blah blah blah. More than 75 this time. Not sure if any are getting cut. So there you go. Basically, there's a possibility that every single dinosaur in Evolution 1 is coming back. To be honest, I'd be very surprised if that wasn't the case. Simply because they pretty much already made the models, right, from Evolution 1, so they could just port them over and then make new animations, I guess. I don't know. He didn't see many dinosaurs. So you can't comment on whether there's any new large theropods, which is fair enough. I don't think he says anything else in this. No, it's the other one that he actually responds to stuff. So this is probably the coolest GIF out of all of them. And we're gonna talk about this a bit more. Not gonna lie, the Amargasaurus looks tiny. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. So this is our first look at like a main street setup. He says the aviary on the far right is fully customizable in Evolution 2. More details later today when my article hits. So he does break down how the aviary is going to work, which we'll talk about here in a second. So can I click on this, enlarge it? No, but I can pause it. Okay. So there's a couple of buildings here. This looks like a restroom to me. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can I increase? Oh yeah, I totally can. So yeah, so this building right here kind of looks like a restroom, right? Yeah, this building over here looks like a restroom. I don't know. And then I guess these are just guest buildings through here, right? He does go on about the guest buildings in the article, I think. Or does he say about it down here? Oh, he does actually say stuff down here. I'm just going to shrink it back down. So, Jurassic World fan asks, will Pteranodons attack the guests, and can you customize the hotel, and will there be a water park? Because I really want one. They will create chaos, not sure if they will attack. So the Pteranodons, it sounds like they're gonna get aggravated like the rest of the dinosaurs, right? And they can actually break out of the aviary. So yeah, man, I'm excited for this. I hope they will attack, personally, but yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Are there any park decorations like benches, trash cans you can place? I'm not sure about those items, but you can change what is directly outside of the shops, which is pretty cool. Did you see any dinosaurs like raptors in their iconic movie skins? Again, no. The fighting is different. Same with hunting, no stop and starts, which is good. Didn't show me any combat, and I think that's actually it from that one. I'm flying through this because I kind of want to I want to get onto the article, which we're going to now. So yeah, so first off, first shot of, or I'm not sure if it's the first shot, but a shot of the new T-Rex skin, right? So this is the actual new skin in Evolution 2. They've updated how the T-Rex looks. I'm super in love with this. I think it looks pretty decent. Florida man, how's it going? Yeah, I really like this skin, you know, really liking it. What you're gonna do, hang on, do not crash your helicopter in the aviary. Yeah, probably not. That's probably a good idea, Dale, to be honest with you, or not a good idea. Yeah. What are you going to do to name... What are you going to name your Mosasaurus? I'm going to name mine Mosalisa. That's pretty funny. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Herschel, how's it going, man? Okay, so this is the big one, right? So this is the big... This is the big article, right? So this is a massive info dump for Evolution 2. And we're going to break it down and we're going to talk about pretty much every single bit. I'm going to make it a bit bigger so you guys can see it here. If it lets me. Hello, computer. There we go. I'll highlight as well where I'm going. So, don't need the introduction here. So, in this bit here, he talks about the campaign and the story mode. So, we're going to talk about that. Read the article and it's super exciting to hear. Yeah, I actually read it last night. Yeah. Like, nearly all the screenshots of the new skins are awesome. And all the info about the game. Yeah, I know, RJ, it's pretty cool, dude. What's your favourite dinosaur? Velociraptor. Right, Frontier developments say that this sequel will have more of an authentic story that shows us what is happening within the United States. So that basically confirms the game is set within the United States. So I guess I'm not going to see a T-Rex roaming Parliament, right? Which is fair enough. Okay. This isn't just a theme park building experience. So I'm hoping that there's going to be additional missions that isn't just building a theme park. You'll be pushed to contain dinosaur threats in different ways as the narrative unfolds. So that actually sounds pretty decent. I've got images of like a safari hunt, you know, in Jurassic Park 2, I think it is, where Jeff Goldblum and co are sat up on the hill. I know yeah, it is 2. They're sat up on the hill and they've got binoculars and they can see like the hunters like chasing all of the herbivores down. I hope it's like that, right? So Andrew had a 30-minute hands-off demonstration of the game in action. So he didn't actually get to play it, right? So Andrew didn't actually get to play it, so he couldn't look around the game. I guess Richard Newbold was actually playing the game. So yeah. So I'm guessing we're going to get Jurassic World San Diego, and I really want a swamp environment in Evolution 2. Dude, San Diego would be pretty cool. I'll be down for that. And a swamp environment sounds cool as well. If they put in the, like, dinosaurs that would live within a swamp, I guess. This game has high expectations and potential. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So he had a 30-minute hands-off demonstration, right? Frontier shows me one of the environments set within the Northern Hemisphere. Snow-capped mountains stand tall over a sprawling lake, flanked by a thick forest of pines. Sunlight dances across the water. Dude, what is this? A freaking, like, fictional story? What is that? Sunlight dances across the water, leading the eye to another glimmer flickering off a massive glass dome, which I quickly realised is the new aviary. It's positioned next to the ominous peak of Jurassic World's Innovation Center, which sits next to a crowded street filled with gift shops and attractions. Sorts of people behind this commotion. I see movement within the tall pines. The next Brachiosaurus bounds slowly within them, looking oddly small given just how tall the pines are. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Fiery Octopus, welcome, dude. Okay, can someone agree with me that there's no doubt that Megalodon is coming to Evolution 2? That'd be pretty cool. Because the way I see it, the Meg and Mosa are basically rivals. Yes, let's do it. That would be pretty dope. Do you want to see them bring Dilophosaurus to the game again? Yes. Yes. To be honest, I imagine they will, to be honest. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about in here. So he says snow-capped mountains stand tall over a sprawling lake flanked by a thick forest of pines. That already sounds like the map is pretty, like, huge, to be honest. He does talk about the map sizes a bit later on. In fact, in the next paragraph. But yeah, I'm that's happy. You know, that makes me happy. Right, next paragraph. The game's director Richard Newbold tells me we are looking at a sandbox map. So sandbox, obviously, it's like creative, right? So I hope that this is like a a map that is just standalone for Sandbox and it's not in the campaign, but I have a feeling it's going to be in the campaign, right? Just because it would be nice to have that variation between the campaign and the Sandbox, but yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Do you think they'll bring the Plesiosaurus into the game? I think so. Okay. Looking at the Sandbox map, which stretches across the entire screen, all of the maps the player has access to are a lot bigger than the first game. Good. Because I don't know about you guys, but the Evolution 1's maps were just too small. Like, they weren't big enough, right? You couldn't do anything. So I'm really happy that they've made the maps a lot bigger, which is good. There's a lot more space available to build and place as many dinosaurs as possible. With changes to the territory system, which we'll get onto a bit later, they're going to need a lot more space in some instances, especially since there's a direct conflict between some species. It's not as easy to put as many dinosaurs in the same space. There's a lot more balance that needs to be done. Along with the forest theme, the player will make parks in desert settings, which you can see in some of the images. So the whole territory system and conflicts between species we'll get onto a bit later, because he does go in depth about how that like is structured, I guess. But it'd be interesting to see what dinosaurs get along and what don't. Yeah, I did not like Isla Penna. Dude, nobody likes Isla Penna, let's be honest. I'm guessing the aquatic creatures we're getting is Northosaurus, Tylosaurus. Yep. Yes. Yep. I know about 2 of those. I'm going to be real with you. Well, is the new blowout was Sandbox and it wasn't in the campaign, so they had to have a chance to do that? Yeah, that's true, National. That is true. The Raptor's going to fight in packs? Yes, it is confirmed. Yes. Dude, I just want to hatch... like 3 or 4 raptors and they all just run out together. That just sounds so cool. So here's another shot of the Amargasaurus. We have 3 of them. We've also got some new... I think we've seen this screenshot actually. But we've got some new foliage and some new rock types by the looks of it. So it looks a bit more in depth in terms of customization of the actual exhibits that we can do. So I'm excited about that. Okay. Guys, haven't already, by the way, hit that like button. And hey, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more evolution content. Because I'm going to be doing it all, boys. Okay. The dinosaurs that you'll add to your park and enclosures are more realistic than they were in the first game, rather. Not Fast and Furious. Calm down. Don't even get me started on that bloody preview. Anyway, Newbold tells me there's over 75 species to unearth, which we knew about already. They keep telling us. Most are ground dinosaurs, but players can also add marine and flying reptiles as well. Cool. In my brief look at this sequel, I wasn't able to see if the T-Rex moves in new ways or if it hunts more realistically, but I did see how it studies its habitat. So this is the cool stuff that just makes me so excited for this game, right? It just sounds so cool. Newbold hatches 2 T-Rex from the Hammond Creation Lab, and to much surprise they emerge together, looking even more menacing than ever when standing next to each other. Their entry animation is a sight to behold. The T-Rex bodies are brown, but the crowns on their heads appear to be slightly red. Dude, yes, basically. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Yes. I'm really excited to see the T-Rex animation when they exit. That just sounds, yeah, it sounds really exciting. Sounds really cool. We'll get new weather animations. Yes, I know. We'll get onto that a bit later on. Glad to see the Raptors hunting packs. Yes, it's very exciting. Are you excited to see if the battle animations are better? Yeah, I'm interested to check them out. I mean, the battle animations for me in the first game, like I wasn't too bothered about having the dinosaurs fight. Right, I just kind of wanted to make a Jurassic Park. But sure, I'll be interested to see the new animations. Right, so player will have more skins and colors to choose from when creating their dinosaurs. Okay, that's nothing new. Obviously, in Evolution 1, we could decide what skin and what color the dinosaur had. I'm told each dinosaur has roughly a dozen body colors along with 7 different patterns. So actually that is new now that I've thought about it. So we couldn't decide what color the dinosaur actually looked like, and we couldn't choose a pattern, right? Like I couldn't decide whether a T-Rex was going to look like a zebra, for example. That'd be pretty cool if that happens. Yeah. Now the new weather, we get snowstorms for winter areas. What if we get wildfires for deserts? Dude, that'd be pretty crazy. But I think that'd be more like a dust storm, because obviously don't forget we've seen that in the reveal trailer, right? So yeah. Wildfires would probably more be like in like a forestry area, right? So, holding true to the expeditions from the first game, dino DNA is once again obtained from fossils. When the eggs are synthesized, you can tweak the DNA to enhance social behaviors, make them more resilient to disease, less aggressive to rangers, and more. Okay, standard stuff, same with evolution number 1. Rather than incubating one egg at a time, you can now generate a clutch of eggs. Huh. So I didn't actually read this part. That's actually super cool. I'm glad that they've changed that. Because obviously in Jurassic Park 1, you see the geneticists, right? They're making a group of raptors. So that's super cool. I like that. As part of this editing phase, you are increasing or decreasing the chance of any of those traits manifesting as newborn. Okay. Once you make that decision, you choose which ones you want to bring to maturity and release them all in one go as a group. Okay. So, I mean, I guess you're going to be able to release them singularly, but it kind of sounds like they want you to release them as a group, which is fine. When a dinosaur hatches from the lab, it won't immediately settle into a state of comfort or agitation, and will instead explore the habitat to see if there's an area that fits its needs. So this is what I'm liking about this game, right? So instead of the dinosaur just running out of the hatchery and being like, "Yep, I'm happy. This is enough room," it's actually going to run round the enclosure and decide where it wants to live, which is super cool. If that space is found, the dinosaur will claim that as territory. Yes, chat. Yes. The dinosaurs residing in this distinct territories means that the player can set up a variety of areas within the same enclosed space and hopefully keep them comfortable. So what I'm getting from this, right, is maybe we could have like a T-Rex, for example, and a Spinosaurus within the same enclosure. As long as there's enough room, right, they can have their territories and they can be happy. Obviously they're probably going to fight each other, right? But I super like this idea. When a dinosaur is highlighted in an enclosure, the player will see its territory, which displays as a white outline on the ground. Nice. Okay. This system is dynamic, says Newbold. It's building up as dinosaurs walk around this enclosure. Nice. As the Triceratops moves, it will move its territory in a new direction as the old territory it created a long time ago starts to decay. So obviously the dinosaur's going to create territory, and then as it moves around the exhibit, that territory is also going to change with the dinosaur, which is, again, super cool, because obviously no dinosaur's going to stay in the same place forever, right? It's obviously going to move, and I'm super happy about that. Do you think they're going to add Dimorphodon? Probably. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. It's walking towards things that it needs: water, forest, and ground fiber. It's not just about that, but also the territory of other dinosaurs in the area. Sometimes the species are complementary and they live together harmoniously. So this is another thing. He actually talks about this in a bit. But herbivores no longer need feeders, right? Herbivores actually go around and eat like trees and ground fiber, as they say here. So it's going to be even more important now that dinosaurs have enough like forest and stuff like that, because they're going to be looking for that for food, which, to be honest, is more realistic. I like that change. I really do like that change. Where did I get to? But other times the species will have conflict. If there's an overlap in their territories, there may be behaviors between those two dinosaurs. They try to build their territory to their size. It's a dynamic system that puts a realistic connection between dinosaurs. This also means the species will rest together, socialize in more ways, and act like they herd in their defined space. So that, how they say that this also means that species will rest together, socialize in more ways, and act like a herd from their defined space. Dude, I can't wait to see like a herd of Gallimimus run across the field. Basically, that's all I need. Alexandra, how's it going? Like, dude, I'm really happy about this. Socialize in more ways as well. Can we have, you know, dinosaurs that get on with each other, for example, communicating with each other? Don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Like, obviously, in like real life, for example, some birds like warn like herbivores that are carnivores nearby. Could we have something like this in this game? I don't know. It's possible. Frontier has also made it easier. Frontier has also made it easier for the player to implement change to these enclosures, and has minimized the back and forth between the menus and gameplay. Great. So even though it's super quick in Evolution, I hate the fact that you have to step away from the park to, you know, go to the fossil center or, you know, go to another menu. You know, there's a lot of menu work in Evolution. Executive producer, blah blah blah, walks me through this new system. I can quickly edit the environment with the landscaping tools, and you can see the dinosaur information is left up, so I can quickly reference it. Another good thing. So there's no more having to click on the dinosaur when you've made a change to make sure that that dinosaur is happy, right? You can just easily see whether that dinosaur is happy within the environment. And again, nice. You can see I need forest, so I can use a paintbrush tool to add trees. The forest needs a met as I do this. Nice. Again, nice to see that you can now, you know, see the dinosaur's information change real time, and then make changes real time as well. Bozo, how's it going? Herbivores now feed on the foliage and no longer required feeders, so there you go. There's the confirmation if you don't believe me. Big thumbs up on that one, because I always felt like it was just a bit strange that a Brachiosaurus would go to a tall feeder instead of just eating trees, you know, like. But it's nice to see that they've made that change. So you need to make sure you add the right plants when editing the terrain. There. So again, it looks like there's going to be a case of paleobotany in this game. You're going to have to make sure you put the right plants within the enclosure for the right, dinosaur. Otherwise, they might get sick, for example. Jurassic Park 1 all over again. I hope the pteranodons can pick up the guests and fly them around. That would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool. Obviously, they haven't confirmed whether the pteranodons will interact with guests. They've only said that they can break free. So we'll see. Wonder if you can add mountains so you can get a beautiful shot of flying reptiles on the mountains or hills doing their roars. That'd be cool. Now they need to add breeding. We'll see. We'll see. For the Triceratops, the solution is fibrous ground plant. The number of items that players can add to the enclosure is greatly expanded. So there we go. Again, the solution... the number of items that the player can add to the enclosure is greatly expanded. Thank goodness. More customization within the exhibits as well. Nice. I saw roughly a dozen different rocks. There may have been more. So at least we've got a dozen different rocks, right? I like that boulder, you know? So yeah, again, it's good that the customization is there. It seems like they've really focused on the customization option of this game, and I'm here for it. Never played this game, but I enjoy the content. Hey, thanks, man. The hardest mission in Jurassic World Evolution to me is clear Sanctuary, where you have to get all the dinosaurs cleared. Yeah, it's annoying. So we've got another screenshot here of Nasutoceratops. We've got a viewing tower. We've obviously got the new fence type as well, and we've actually got a different skin over here on the Nasuto. This one's actually green, where the other two are brown. And maybe that could be a pattern on the back there, or it could just be a shadow. I don't know. We'll see. National. More customization means more terrain constraints. Yes, boys. Love me some terrain constraints. God damn it. We've also got a ranger team in the background here. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah. okay. So now we move on to the aviary stuff, which is probably the most interesting bit. What's the dinosaur that you hope will come in this game for flying aquatic category? I want the Megalodon for aquatic, because I just want to see a shark. You know, I just want a massive shark. Flying, I'm not too, you know, I'm not too bothered. Right, so let's get on to the aviary stuff. The enhanced enclosure design extends to the aviary, which can now hold numerous flying critters, including the Pteranodon. So this is cool. So basically, Andrew here has just confirmed that we can have not just Pteranodon, right? Don't just have to have Pteranodon in the aviary. We can have multiple, hopefully, which I'm happy about. Included Pteranodon, which I've got to see emerge from the lab. 3 of them fly out together, each animated in a different way to give off the impression of a flock. Good. I love it. It really sounds like Frontier have really put some emphasis on the whole animation thing and really, like, improved it, basically. Okay, Dino Dale. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. 3 of them fly out. Yeah, I've read that. Their habitat is barren at first, but Woods dives into the editing tools and quickly add trees, water, and rocks to it. So once again, we can... it looks like we can edit the inside of an aviary, so it's not just going to be a predetermined building that we see in Evolution 1, which is great news. Hopefully, they do this same sort of customization within the aquatic stuff as well. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. The size of the aviary is also determined by the player. Good. More glass domes can be added freely, much like the fencing. So again, it looks like instead of placing fences, we can just like plonk glass domes next to each other, and that will be our aviary, which is great stuff. I love that. Which makes the enclosure grow dynamically. If the Pteranodons grow agitated, they can smash through the glass and fly around the park. Whoops. If potentially going after guests. So he doesn't confirm that the Pteranodons can go after the guests, but at least there's a potential there, right? Maybe it will come in the future if it's not already there in the game. For the aviary, I think it would be cool to have a little island and then the guests. And it's just water, so you can have a T-Rex on the island and the Mosa able to swim around the island. Yes. Yes. When do you think this game is coming out? I'm thinking November for Black Friday or this December for Christmas sales. I think it's going to be late October, early November. That's my prediction. The player will then need to track down and tranquilize them to get them back into where they belong. So it's not just a case of the Pteranodons have broken out, they fly off and never to be seen again. It looks like you can, you know, get them back, which I'm pretty happy about. I asked if the ground dinosaurs can interact with the flying reptiles, and neither Woods nor Newbold wanted to talk about it just yet, saying that the answer will come closer to the late 2021 launch of the game. So maybe we're gonna see like Pteranodons attacking a T-Rex. I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm happy so far. You know. Right, next, I didn't see any dinosaurs fight in my demo, but I am told the smaller variety will team up to take on the larger beasts. Yes, that means raptors hunt in a pack. Confirmation, the raptors do hunt in packs. Thank goodness. Oh, sorry. I hope, I mean, it'd be probably very difficult to animate, but I hope like they run from the sides and from behind and then just kind of like, you know, all pin the dinosaur down. That'd be pretty cool to me, you know. Predators, when taking after their prey, will chase after them dynamically. Adds Newbold. There's no stopping and starting. There's improvements to the fighting system as well. So that's another good thing, because obviously in Evolution 1, like, I mean, we saw it yesterday, right? The Struthiomimus would stop, and then the Indoraptor would run up behind it and eat it. So hopefully, well, they've basically said that that's not going to happen anymore. It's going to be dynamic, which is something should have been there in Evolution 1, but it's cool that they're putting it in Evolution 2 at last. And obviously, there is improvements to the fighting system as well, which is also cool. So this is the interesting bit, which is obviously Frontier have kind of gone and made something themselves, it looks like, and I don't know how I feel about it, but we're gonna get onto that in a second. You've got to have a good strategy on creating your park in order to avoid the terrain constraints. Oh god, what is happening? Takes much practice to master, yeah, for real. Guys, I need to go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back. 2 seconds, sorry. I've got something in my throat and it just will not go. Right, sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, there's no plans for Camp Cretaceous content. Need a dinosaur fighting game. Okay. So yeah, wait. Oh yeah, this is a new building that Frontier added to the game, right? It says if a dinosaur is injured, it may need to visit the Paleo Medical Facility. The one new structure I see, along with the familiar ranger station, research center, park tour, and more buildings from the first game. So obviously, it was no doubt that the ranger station, research center, and park tour weren't going to return, but there's confirmation, I guess, for anyone who needed it. And more buildings from the first game. So there is more that are from the first game. Again, that's not really surprising. It was obvious that they were going to bring them back, to be honest. It says the medical facility is white and has a large fenced-in area behind it where the dinosaurs can be treated. You'll need to fly them in via helicopter. If a dinosaur cannot be treated in the field, you'll need to bring them here. So, I don't know how I feel about this, right? I don't know how I feel. What do you guys feel about this? I'm hoping for the gyrosphere and that to return. Yeah. Have I seen the disappointing outbreak? Yes, I have. So, it says if a dinosaur cannot be treated in the field, you'll need to bring them to this building. You need to fly them in via helicopter. If a dinosaur cannot be treated in the field, you'll need to bring it here. The example I'm told is if one is seriously injured in battle, the Paleo Medical Facility also comes with a unit vehicle called the Mobile Vet Unit, which you can freely control, just like the other vehicles in the game. So, that's obviously... where is it in the trailer? It's this vehicle. Yeah, it's this vehicle. So I said that this was a vet vehicle, so there we go. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's just going to be another one of those systems that we're going to have to balance and deal with. I hope that the mobile vet unit is also like it can be given tasks rather than it purely just being, like, you know, controlled. Okay, so if one dies and the other survived, that one would get their medical attention. Yeah, I guess so. Joe, how's it going? Welcome back. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, by the way. And subscribe if you are new. More Evolution content coming very, very soon. Well, every day. Oh, another thing. Hang on. We need to go back to Twitter real quick. JW. So, the official Evolution 2 account. The hell is this? I don't think. So, Frontier actually, or the Evolution 2 account, said that there's going to be a focus article coming out this week, which I'm guessing is probably going to be this paleo medical facility. I guess this is it here. So it looks like we're going to be getting more information on the paleo medical facility later in the week. I'm guessing it's going to be Thursday. So that's going to be interesting to read. So we'll see. Monitoring dinosaurs' health will be much easier through the implementation of a new ranger post, which looks to be a small shack that you can place anywhere in an enclosure. The rangers use the station to perform welfare checks. I didn't actually read this. So, almost like a zookeeper, I guess. It sounds like a zookeeper. It's super interesting that they say it's a small shack that you can just place anywhere in the enclosure. Okay. Questions. Can you place that ranger post in like a carnivore enclosure, or is it going to get attacked? Like, can you place it in a T-Rex enclosure, right? It's going to be interesting to see. And is it just a building that you just throw down and it doesn't have any animations, or is somebody actually going to step out of this building, do some, like, pull out a clipboard and start writing stuff down, you know? Don't know. Hi, Leanne. I think it's that security post from the Triceratops screenshot on the right. Triceratops, you said, right? Where was it? Triceratops? Is it on the... Where'd you see that, National? Let me know. But will the Mosasaurus swim in lakes? This is what I need to know. Yeah, you can, but it has to be hidden from the carnivore. Okay. Well, my thing is, does it have any animations? Like, I don't want to just place a shack down and then it just does stuff, right? I want to have an animation. It's one of the very first screenshots we got. Oh, okay. That'll be on the Twitter, won't it? I'll have a look. So yeah, so interesting. The dinosaur vitals are also not clearly defined in this sequel, which is going to make things very difficult. Wood says there's a bit of fog of war to that information, and the player will need to keep tabs on it. The best way you can do that is through the ranger post. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It just... One thing I hope with this is it's not annoying, right? I can see very potentially that this is going to be very annoying and another thing that we're going to have to balance. But I'm excited. I'm glad that there's an additional building that we can place in the enclosure. Because the enclosures in Evolution 1, right? You would place a hatchery, you place a fence, you place the trees, you place a lake. You could place your scenery options if you really wanted to, and then obviously a feeder, and that'd be it. That'd be the enclosure done. So that's something that I'm really looking for in Evolution 2, is the ability to add more things to the enclosure. And obviously we have the customization options, right, which is cool, I guess. But yeah. First words was supposed to be do. Do you think that if the Moser escaped its aviary, won't be an aviary, but it'd be an aquarium, I guess? You have to find it in the world and tranquilize it. I don't know. Because I'm not sure how that's going to work, right? Because, like, the only way it could go is to go out in the open ocean. Like, the Pteranodons, if they escape, for example, they could, like, fly around the park, and then you could, like, they could, like, sit on a building or something, and that would be an opportunity to, like, tranquilize them. Maybe they have a timer that they stay on the map for. Don't know. Lagoon? Yeah, of course it's a lagoon, isn't it? Scummy, how's it going? But anyway, so here's our first shot of the Evolution 2 Pteranodon. I'm pretty hyped about it. It looks pretty decent. I'm really liking this design. It looks different from Evolution 1. So yeah, man. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So much, there's so much news about the game. I'm super hyped. Yeah, I know, Joe. So hyped. We've literally just been sat here for an hour talking about this game. Like, this is the most amount of information we've had so far. It's crazy. It's good to see most of the herbivores eating from the trees in the ground. They don't necessarily need the feeders anymore. Herschel, there's no feeders for herbivores anymore. Yeah, it's confirmed that there's no herbivore feeders at all. They don't need them. So yeah, eating from trees in the ground, more realistic. I love it. Okay, so now he goes on to talk about the guests, and this is something that I was really intrigued to get more information on. So I'm glad that they're talking about this a bit more, right? Hang on, I need a drink. So this game is more realistic. Yeah, it seems like that, Joe. Yeah, more realistic and more customization options. And I'm freaking excited. So, significant enhancements are also being applied to the guests, their behaviors, and the structures you can build for them. Each guest's mood is divided into 4 categories: adventure, standard, nature, and luxury. Very JPOG-esque, right? Which, I love the JPOG system for guests, so I'm happy. Also, it says each guest's mood, so are the guests going to be clickable now? And, you know, like, you can get a lowdown on how they're feeling. I think you can do that in Planet Coaster, so I'd be very surprised if that's not how it works in this game. They gravitate to areas that they seek most. For instance, an adventure junkie will want to see carnivores. Again, much like how it used to work in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Yeah, just like JPOG, dude. Just like JPOG. Good, no money being wasted on feeders. Didn't like that. Would be the only reason I'll go in debt. Yeah. I mean, the carnivores will probably still need feeders. I don't know. They don't talk about carnivores. But herbivores definitely don't need feeders. So yeah, really happy about this guest change. It worked really well in JPOG. So I'm intrigued to see how Frontier do it. But yeah, man. Right. So now we talk on to some of the buildings and some more guest stuff as well. So here we go. The player can tailor attractions and amenities to these specific groups. These 2 structures are fully customizable, right down to what they offer and how they look. With the click of a button, the base attraction can transform into an aquarium, bowling alley, cinema, arcade, spa, and you name it. Rather. I don't know why I said that so weirdly. So one thing with this, right? It says here, with the click of a button, the base attraction. So does that mean that there's going to be one shop, but when you place it down, you can then customize how that one shop looks like? Or are you going to be able to place an aquarium down, place a bowling alley down, just like how it was in Evolution 1? From what it sounds like here, it sounds like there's just one type of building and you place it down and then you decide what type of building that is. Which, I don't know. You know, I don't know about that. To be honest, I'd be very surprised if there wasn't pre-built buildings already. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see on that one, chat. Where do I get to? The design of this building is also fully customizable. The facade, roof decoration, entrance location, signage, and immediate surrounding ground can be changed with a number of preset options. Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up? So again, the customization is absolutely crazy. I love it. It's probably one base building for attractions and one for amenities. Yeah. Yeah. Again though, epic. For the ground, you can have trees, dinosaur skeletons, flags, and more. The color of all these items can also be altered. So it sounds very Planet Coastery in the way that stuff can be customized, which is what I've been going on about how this game needs to take on customization. And dude, I'm excited. If you want your shop to be hot pink, so be it. Yes, I want all of my shops to be hot pink. If you want each piece to be a different color, you can do that too. The range of color is extensive, allowing for specific shades to be picked from a wheel. Nice. Also, can I have skeletons in my closure? I don't think so. So this is just talking about the attraction, right? So another thing that obviously Andrew was inclined to look at was how the rating system was going to work. There's no confirmation of the 5-star system coming back just yet. Woods and new bowls were positioned in the lower left. Oh, it's on lower left now, because it was in lower right, wasn't it, in the first game? Huh. So it looks like the UI has changed quite a bit. Woods and new bulb would position low left, blah blah blah, covering up most of the display where the park rating was in the first game. Oh wait, where the park rating was in the first game, that was on the lower right. Huh. Okay. I didn't get to what see was there. But when Woods moved his arm, I saw a series of arrows. Another thumbs up. I asked if the player could speed up time, and Newbold responded. There are some time controls. Time controls, rather. Sorry. Dude, I've got something in my throat and it will not go away. We allow the player to pause time and also speed up time. Good. I want to speed up all of my bloomin' expeditions. I hate waiting for it. If a problem arises in the park, those time controls may be disabled until that issue is taken care of. So that's fine. Like, if a twister is coming, for example, like you shouldn't be allowed to just pause the game, in my opinion. So I'm glad that they've made that decision. One of the new threats to the northern region. So that could mean that there are multiple threats to the northern region. Okay. I wonder what the other ones are. Is a snowstorm, which covers the ground in snow and could create problems all across the park, such as losing power. Another thing that Evolution was missing, dynamic weather, needed to happen. I'm glad that they've added this. Woods and Newbold walked me through a number of the new game's features, but wouldn't talk about others that were teased in the trailer. We know the marine dinosaurs are in this sequel, but I didn't get to see them. Sad face. Mosasaurus Lagoon will have to be huge, but what else can we add to it, and how customizable will it be? That is something that I think everybody is asking, and I think if the Mosasaurus Lagoon isn't customizable, there's going to be a problem. Yeah, if the Mosasaurus Lagoon is like the aviary in Evolution 1, there's going to be a problem. What other water dinosaurs are in the game? Can they leap up and eat land dinosaurs? Hopefully. We really need to know the answer to that last question. Yes. Details about the game modes are also light this time. I did, however, learn that the contract missions from the first game aren't in the story campaign, but will be present in the challenge mode. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that then they are in the challenge mode, obviously, because it's a good way to get money. But I'm also glad it's not in the story mode, because I freaking hate that. Yeah, those characters in the story mode of Evolution really did not need to be there, and I'm glad they're not there. They're not there for the campaign. But yeah. Evolution 2 is coming to PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox family consoles, and PC. Frontier have nothing to say about the Switch version. Details are also scarce for the new generation versions, but I'm told they will be enhanced. Nice. Give me some 4K Evolution gameplay. Oh goodness me, stop. I walked away from my demo impressed by the changes that Frontier is implementing. It looks to be a much deeper experience than before that gives the player a variety of new toys to use with less hassle. I can't wait to see that darn Mosasaurus and how the story will be handled. Here's hoping they give us looks at these aspects of the game soon. Nice. Yes. Hopefully they do, Andrew. Dinosaurs that he soars: Acrocanthosaurus, Allosaurus, Amargasaurus, Ankylosaurus, Baryonyx, Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus, Nasutoceratops, Pteranodon, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and T-Rex. So there's some more dinosaurs that we can confirm that are in Evolution 2. Thumbs up. Basically. Thumbs up, chat. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to talk about before we go? What are you guys feeling? Please have Dilophosaurus. Yeah, I know. Hopefully, man. It looks like they've updated the website as well. Huh. Huh. Neat. So does this mean we'll actually have an actual story for the campaign? Hopefully. Oh, wait, I think I've already read that, haven't I? I don't know. I'm not paying attention. But yeah, man, that was a huge info dump from the guys at Themabob. I'm just trying to see if I can see this building. Please add Gyrosaurus. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, chat. Gyrospheres. Confirmed. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's like the ranger station that we were just talking about. Can you guys see it? So it's got a little camera. And it's got like a little, like a table. So I would say, yeah. I would say that somebody can walk in there. I really hope they can. Does that mean that... Excuse me. Does that mean that we're going to have another building, right? And also that is a new type of fence with the red. Obviously that's some sort of enforced fence, I'd say. Best game of the year in my book. Oh, hell yeah. hyped for this game. I can't wait. Dude, I am too. It actually seems like they've put work into this. And yeah, man, I'm hyped for it. I am really hyped for it. Because I was really scared that it was just going to be Evolution 1.5, right? But yeah, it really does seem like they've actually thought about it this time. Let's just make sure that there's no news. Evolution 2 instead of Evolution 1.5, yeah, literally. Okay, there's no news. Sad face. Since there's cameras now, we're able to check on the dinosaurs' whereabouts, yeah. Yeah, I hope the camera system is actually, like, a thing. So who's hyped for the other sea guys? And can you make the lake bigger? Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully you can... Well, hopefully the Mosasaurus Lagoon is customizable and you can make it as big as you want. Were you surprised when they showed the Mosa? Yeah. Even though I expected it. Because number 2, they got to bring out the big guns, right? They got to do something that's different from the first game. So, the Mosasaurus and the Aviary, more in depth, Aviary, I should say, is kind of expected, really. In my opinion. But yeah, man. So, obviously, we've got this feature focus coming out soon. Oh. How'd you get dinosaurs in Evolution 2? Hi there, you'll still be able to bioengineer dinosaurs, but that's not the only way to get dinosaurs in park. We'll have more to share about what that entails soon. Oh. Well, isn't that exciting? So yeah, so we're going to have this feature breakdown later in the week. Obviously, don't know when that's going to be. But yeah, I'm going to be covering it whenever it does come out. Hopefully not tomorrow. Come on, Franz here, don't release it tomorrow. Release it Thursday. But anyway. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys, for today. Because, well, I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, I think. Yeah. Hope the next info is about the aquatic update. I don't know if it will be. I think it's going to be a little while before we hear anything. I think the aquatic stuff, if it's big, like if they're really focusing on it and making it something, which hopefully they are, I think the aquatic stuff will be talked about when the game goes up for pre-order. Okay, question, will the find dinosaurs in the wild? Will we send teams of people to get them? I'd imagine so. So obviously this game takes place after Fallen Kingdom, right? So all the dinosaurs are roaming free. So I've just got images of, like, you can send out, like, ranger teams to, like, do a capture mission. So, like, instead of an expedition map, you have a capture map. And it's kind of like that Jurassic Park 2 thing, right? Where they go off and, you know, capture whatever. And maybe depending on how skilled your rangers are, or how armored they are, or something like that, depends on how many dinosaurs they bring back. I don't know. Like the Indominus team, where they sent a team to capture it, yeah. I mean, that was just a breakout, right? So that was just ACU, but... But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be back tomorrow before I go to work for another stream, probably. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I might miss a day tomorrow, and we'll come back streaming on Thursday. Just stay tuned to Twitter and or the YouTube channel for event update. But for now, that is going to wrap it up for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more Evolution 2 content coming very soon. If you're watching the VOD of this, thank you. I hope you're well. Drop me a comment down below how you're feeling about all of this information that has just come out. Well, not just come out. Came out last night, but whatever. And yeah, guys, I will see you next time. But until then, adios.